Hello, Bert.
Hey guys, I shaved this morning too, just so you know, because my facial hair is blotchy and a mess, so I look terrible if I don't shave every morning. So I'm with you, Rochi.
Thank you.
You have. Does your hair grow in unevenly too, Roach?
Mine?
Yes.
With the
Yes.
stubble and
Well,
stuff?
you're Dan Roach. Yes. You.
Gray. Yeah, it'll come in gray.
Well, mine comes in white, as you can tell. Does it
it
come
won't
in
look as
blotchy?
bad as yours, but it comes in like.
Danny. Body shaming.
No, I didn't mean
How
that, Fred.
dare you?
Sorry.
Bert, you comes in blotchy, so you would look sickly if you let your hair grow in.
I'd probably look like a hobo. I think that I don't think I would look good with. I couldn't grow like like the Notre Dame quarterback's beard, Sam Hartman.
Yeah,
I can't grow one of those.
Yeah, Sam Hartman.
You think so?
Yeah, he's fake. It's like the guy from the Patriots that used to be on ESPN?
Ninkovich.
Yeah,
Nick. Love Nick. Yeah.
Yeah,
you think that's fake?
Oh, come on. Bert.
Have you paid attention?
Bert, you're a man. How old are you?
I'm 44.
Yeah, okay. There's no way you have a solid black beard. Well, it's blotchy, so who knows?
It's Nikovich's beard is jet black, and he's over 40.
Like, I don't.
Oh, you're saying it's dyed.
No.
I thought you meant
No, I don't think he
fake,
glues pubes
okay.
to his face. Yeah, I think that it's.
Okay.
I do think it's a beard. I think it's hair.
Wait, so like Sam Hartman's like 23, so how would his beard be fake?
I think he dyes it. I think he dyes it black. I don't think there's any doubt about it. No one's facial hair is that dark, and it's annoying to me.
Okay.
Because I tried to dye my beard one time. I didn't try to dye it black, obviously, but I tried to dye it brown, and all it did was nothing. My hair is so white on my face that it didn't do anything. And now I'm stuck because I have no chin, so I need to have some kind of facial hair. But then the facial hair makes me look even older than I am. So here we are. Maybe I'll just get plastic surgery and have him give me a nice Jay Leno chin.
Get it sponsored. Great.
No, I'm done talking about things. I'm done. I'm done letting it all out of the bag. I'm done. Like any medical issue I have in the future is going to be between me and me. Go ahead, Bert.
I got a good buddy from college who won't let go of his goatee. It's like Fred Durst, like facial hair, and he won't let go of it because, like you said, it'll reveal the fact that there really may not be a chin there at all.
Yeah, and you're not fooling anyone because I have a face like Tom Green, and Tom Green's always had that goatee, and he's not fooling anyone. Johnny Wallgame's got a goatee now, Mr. Breer.
He's taking it out for a test drive.
Oh yeah, baby.
Had it since the new year, Bert.
Yeah, he looks very, very good. He looks like a little bit of a bad boy. He looks.
Is he getting like a Corvette convertible, going like the whole 9 yards with that?
Let's not put money in his bank account. Let's not go crazy. But it does look like he has a woman's privates on his face. There's no problem about that. when he's on his side.
What Fred means to say is it looks spectacular. That's what Fred means.
I know. It looks very inviting. It looks very inviting. All right. Now, Bert, we were just talking about it. For some reason on Felger's in Holly's night show, they asked Andrew Callahan about the possibility of taking Justin Fields. I take it you would think that would be not a good idea for the Patriots, regardless of Fields' talent. I'm taking it. But you tell me, why does that make sense or not make sense?
The reason why I would take a shot on Justin Fields if the opportunity were there would only be because I didn't like the quarterback who was going to fall to me at 3. And the problem with that is you don't know which one's going to fall to you. We've talked about this the last couple of weeks, Fred. Like the numbers tell you that all 3 of those guys aren't going to make it, right? Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels. So the art to all of this for scouts, for coaches, is picking out which one's the one. The Chiefs identified Patrick Mahomes. He was the 10th pick in that draft. He was the second quarterback taken. The Bills identified Josh Allen. He was the 3rd quarterback and 7th pick in that draft. The Ravens identified Lamar Jackson. So, the only reason why I think you maybe should take a look at something like that is if you didn't like what was going to be available to you at 3. And at this point, that would mean you don't like either Drake May or Jaden Daniels, and you weren't planning on taking either of them at 3. Again, I don't think that there are many teams that aren't going to like either of them, but the numbers tell us that both of them won't make it. So can you identify the right one? And again, like if you didn't think the right one was going to fall to you at 3, then yeah, maybe you go ahead and take a shot with a young quarterback like Justin Fields. The problem is right now, there's no way of knowing which one's going to fall to you.
All right, let's compare this Daniels, May, and Williams to like past drafts in terms of what people think about them, because obviously you said people, people the top 5 picks have failed before. And just let's go with Jets. You think of Zach Wilson was the number 2 overall pick. You think that the kid from USC, Sam Darnold. I don't even remember her name. I'm sorry, Sammy. Sam Darnold was a high pick in drafts that numerous quarterbacks were taken. Baker Mayfield was the number 1 overall pick, even though he doesn't look like he's terrible. I mean, he's about to get paid. I don't recall Zach Wilson or Darnold or Mayfield even being talked about the way that Daniels, May, and Williams are talked about. Is this a unique draft class for quarterbacks in terms of the high end?
It's a really good one. And I think there might be a drop off after the 3rd one. We'll see how JJ McCarthy does next week in Indianapolis and through the pro days and all of that. But it's a good group. Now, I don't know if I would put May or Daniels on the level of Caleb Williams. I sort of think, guys, we're getting to this like point of fatigue with Caleb Williams where we have to have something to talk about over the next 2 months. So we're going to act like this is a real argument. And I'm going to, make more phone calls over the next few weeks. But as I called people in the fall, as I called people in the summer, like going back a year ago, Caleb Williams, just physically, from a talent standpoint, is seen on the same sort of level as, Trevor Lawrence was coming out, Andrew Luck, John Elway, Peyton Manning, and that rarefied air of quarterback prospects. And if you guys want to go back and look at it, we got fatigued with those guys too, right? Like in 2021, there were people actually talking, you can look this up, as if Zach Wilson was the same sort of prospect as Trevor Lawrence. Go back to 2012, same thing with Robert Griffin. Everyone knew from the jump. Everybody in the NFL knew from the jump Andrew Luck was going to be the number 1 pick in that draft. But over that 2-month period, it's like, well, maybe Robert Griffin's is good. In fact, if you want to go all the way back to 98, the same thing happened with Ryan Leaf and Peyton Manning. So I think Jaden Daniels and Drake May are really good quarterback prospects. I think Daniels in some teams' draft rooms has caught Drake May. But I think the whole Caleb Williams versus this guy, Caleb Williams versus that guy argument, I just think that that's a result of Caleb Williams' fatigue. And he's just been sort of seen on this level for such a long time now that all we have left to do is knock him down.
Can you tell when reporters are just trying to talk about something? Like I heard a guy go like, if Caleb Williams, because I think it's pretty much understood that Caleb Williams is going to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft and that Chicago's going to take him. It just seems like that's what's happening.
Yeah.
But like I heard a guy go like, if Caleb Williams signs an agent because he doesn't have an agent, look out. Like, do you sometimes see like, all right, they're just throwing chum in the water?
Well, yes, normally, yes. I don't think it's that big a deal to the teams. I would say in this case is a little different because there's the concern with his dad. And his dad's been very involved over the last 3 years. And NFL teams have this perception that all this talk about, is he going to force his way out of whatever team has the first pick? Now it's Chicago. Would he force his way out of Chicago, right? Does he want equity in a team? All this noise we've heard around Caleb Williams for the last year or two, the NFL team's perception is that it's coming from the dad and that the dad is a little bit of an issue. And now Caleb Williams doesn't hire an agent. So if you're an NFL team, how do you look at that?
Right. That he is this overbearing father that's going to be a problem. Can you kind of regulate that as an organization when, especially with a rookie? Can you just go like, stay away?
You know who's the best example? You know who's the best example of being able to regulate it? And it isn't even the organization. It's the quarterback himself who does it. Is the very best player in the NFL.
Is Mahomes, yeah.
Look what's around him.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I had someone in that organization tell me that Patrick Mahomes' greatest accomplishment is how normal he is based on everything that's around him.
Yeah. His brother is a basket case. His father is obviously an alcoholic. There's a lot going on there.
And if you've ever been around him, like he is such a he's such a good guy. Like, and I guess we don't ever fully know, like how good the athletes are as people that we cover, like how good they are as people. But look, like every single indication with this guy, and every single experience I've had around him, and every single person that I know that knows him really well talks about him so highly and says like he is such a good guy. He is so normal despite everything that's gone on around him. And I've got a lot of good stories. I think I might have told you guys a couple of them off the air that are examples of how normal he is, and how he really does want to be just another guy in that locker room. You know what I mean? So he's remarkably normal for somebody who's got so much going on around him. And that's what's going to be on the Bears over the next couple of months to dig through is, can Caleb Williams compartmentalize his life? Like, he loves his dad, I'm sure. His dad wouldn't be this involved if he didn't. But is he going to be able to compartmentalize all of the different things that are going on in his life the way that Patrick Mahomes has? That's a big part of being a quarterback in the NFL.
All right, Bert Breer from his vacation will continue with us for the hour. We will be right back.